Yo, what up? Welcome back to the channel, man. The Phantom Frequency Network. All about the multiverse of fandom, baby. We get into everything within pop culture. That's right. Comic books, Tarantino movies, Scream, whatever. We talk about it here, man, on the channel, and we love getting into a great discussion with y'all. So make sure you drop into the comments of this video and let us know what you thought about the trailer and all that once we get into it and everything like that. And make sure you click subscribe and all that so you stick around and don't miss any more of the Phantom Frequency dopeness in your feed. We're coming at you every single week with content, baby. And yeah, so just giving y'all a little bit of background on myself here because we're going to be getting into the Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny trailer, Indiana Jones 5 as we've been calling it for the last several years. James Mangold is going to be sitting in the director's chair, hopefully getting the Indiana Jones franchise back on track and giving y'all background on myself as an Indy fan. I like the Indiana Jones movies. I own all four of them actually. I do enjoy all of them to varying degrees. 4 is definitely a pretty bad movie, but there is some fun sequences in there. I do like Harrison Ford's chemistry with Shia LaBeouf. I do like, even though she's over the top, I just love me some Cate Blanchett as the Russian villain in there. It's fun stuff. Great to see Marion come back. That was fun. But I've always been more of a casual fan of the Indiana Jones franchise. I always preferred Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. I don't think those are necessarily hot takes there, but just saying those two have always been my favorites out of the franchise. Always had a little bit of issues with Temple of Doom. Don't think it's necessarily as good as the other two movies that, the one that precedes it and the one that follows it. But I think it's definitely a hell of a lot better than 4, and it's not a bad movie overall in general. I just think there's some annoying character stuff in there, and and it's just not as good of a plot as Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is like a perfectly paced, perfectly well, like just perfectly executed, written, and paced movie. You know what I mean? So always dug the Indiana Jones movies, but I've always been bummed out that they haven't been able to nail that last one and really get Indiana Jones in that prominence in the modern era. And everyone tries to copy and bite off of them, but they can't seem to nail it. So looks like we're finally getting back to Indy, getting it back proper. You know what I'm saying? Harrison Ford's back. So let's see what James Mangold's been cooking up, man. Let's see what he's got. He's pretty much almost in a flawless track record, so I believe in him. But let's take a look here and see what they've been cooking up.
I miss the desert. I miss the sea.
Okay. Okay, there's Indy teaching.
Every morning, wondering what wonderful adventure the new day will bring to us.
Nazi stuff, okay.
Those days have come
Hey!
and gone.
I
Perhaps,
forget the character's name, but it's
perhaps
cool.
not.
He's back. That's dope.
I don't believe in magic. But a few times in my life,
Hey, it's Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
I've
Is
seen things. Things I can't explain.
that Antonio Banderas?
And I've come to believe it's not so much what you believe.
Oh, Boyd Holbrook. I didn't know he was in this.
It's how hard you believe it.
Oh, what's his face? Nice.
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
related.
Get back.
Now that felt more like an Indiana Jones joke right there. June 30th, man. 2 days after my mom's birthday. That's cool. Hey, I gotta say, that was a pretty damn good trailer. Honestly, didn't blow me away or anything like that. I'm not like excited beyond belief, but James Mangold, I think he nailed the tone of what you want from an indie movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels right. You know? Now, it may have its own issues and whatever, blah blah blah, but Phoebe Waller, am I saying the right name, man? I think I am. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, right? Yes, I got it right. Yes. She looks awesome in it. I've heard great things about her. I don't think I've seen her in anything other than Solo. I think that's it. Yeah. I haven't seen No Time to Die or Broadchurch. I know she's actually one of the co-creators and writers and stuff like that of Killing Eve. Haven't finished that quite yet. Meh on the season 4 and 3. Meh. But anyway, that's a different discussion. But she's a very talented woman, very talented performer and all that shit. So I'm excited to see what she's going to bring to the table here with fucking Harrison Ford. And he looks like he's back in it, man. Like he's really playing Indy. Like he's really back into it. Because 4, it just felt a little off, you know? His performance didn't feel as dialed in. He wasn't phoning it in, but I just don't think he was as dialed in quite the same way. He seems more invested, more dialed in, the material seems to fit. It just feels like Indy at the age he's at now, you know? It just feels like a 70 to 80-year-old Indy. It just feels right. So I really dig that. And James Mangold just has a way of just shooting beautiful films. No surprise there. The music, you know, the score always gets a little bit of that nostalgia pumping in you. But it looks like a fun trailer, man. Like I was really skeptical about this movie, man. I gotta say, James Mangold as an announcement of the director did make me a little more optimistic, but I definitely was not excited. Now I'm starting to get excited. Like I'm actually like, okay, shit, they might have got something here. I'll wait for some of the early reception to really wait and see, because I just want to keep my expectations fairly low and just temper them, because I was pretty disappointed going to see that 4th one, because I'm only 28 now. Well, just turned 28 the other day, so I'm 28 years old. I wasn't old. I wasn't even alive when the first 3 came out. So I didn't get a chance to see those in the theater. I didn't get a chance to experience Indy like that on the big screen. So when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out, I was very excited. And I'm trying to remember what year that came out. I just got to fucking Google it, I guess, man. I can't remember. It's not necessarily a movie I like to think about often, I guess, so. 2008. So I was, depending on the month, I was 13 or 14. Yeah. May 20, 2008. So see, I was 13 years old, just getting ready to get into the summer between 7th and 8th grade. So I was just a youngin', excited to go see a cool movie with my pops and shit. Ended up being kind of whack, so that was that was very disappointing at the time. Had a good time seeing it, but just, man, it was very disappointing. So hopefully they can make something just better than that, and I'm happy. So I want to hear from y'all, especially you hardcore Indiana Jones fans. Did you dig this trailer? Do you think James Mangold has captured the vibe, has captured the magic? Or do you think I'm tripping and he ain't doing shit right and this doesn't feel quite right to you? Or are you all on board and super hyped about this and just can't wait for Indiana Jones 5 on June 30th next year? 2023 is shaping up to look like a really fucking good year for movies. And let me say, 2022 has been good too. I got some movies to catch up on. I got about a half dozen or so of movies I really got to see. Top Gun Maverick being one of them. But it's been a great year for horror movies, great year for movies in general. There's been some really damn good TV shows. 5 or 6 just absolutely phenomenal, maybe 7 or 8 of them like just phenomenal seasons or just premieres of new shows and shit like that. Like, there's been so much great content this year, and 2023 looks like it's just going to double down on that. So make sure you stay subscribed if you already are. Make sure you join the club, man, and hop on the ride, man. The hype train's only going to continue to be going up, man. We got some really cool content we're planning for 2023. So make sure you stick around for all that, and we're going to be covering all these cool movies. We're doing trailer reactions too, and we do a bunch of trailer reactions around here. So make sure you stick around and check that out and browse around the channel. Transformers just dropped some shit, man. Guardians of the Galaxy is back for Volume 3. They dropped a trailer. We got a lot of trailer reactions going down. And make sure you tune in this weekend as we start rolling out our holiday content, starting with the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that just dropped on Disney Plus not too long ago. Make sure you stay tuned for all that dope shit. Don't sleep on any of it. And we gonna see you again real soon, I hope. Peace.